The weeks passed, and Sophia received no word from Caleb. The village became more tense as the front lines neared. One day, a group of soldiers arrived, and with them came news of an ambush. Sophia's heart sank as the reality of war struck home. Among the injured soldiers, there was no sign of Caleb. She tried to hold on to hope, but fear gnawed at her. Sophia continued her daily routine, though she had trouble focusing. Every moment felt like an eternity without Caleb. Her once peaceful life was now overshadowed by anxiety. She often sat alone by her stall in the evening, praying for his return. The nights were the hardest, the silence in the air thick with the absence of the man she loved. Months passed, and the news from the front lines became more troubling. One night, as Sophia was walking home, a soldier stopped her. He had been part of Caleb's unit. "I'm sorry," the soldier said. "We couldn't find him after the battle." The words hit Sophia like a punch to the stomach. She felt her knees weaken as the soldier continued, "We thought he was lost, but he was so determined. He might still be alive." Though devastated by the news, Sophia refused to give up. "He will come back," she told herself every day, clinging to the hope that Caleb's will to live was as strong as his love for her. She began searching the village for any sign of him, talking to soldiers who might have seen him, and asking anyone if they had heard anything. One evening, after hearing no news for several days, Sophia made the bold decision to leave the village and search the nearby battlegrounds herself. She knew the risks, but the idea of sitting by helplessly was unbearable. As she walked through the devastated landscape, memories of her last moments with Caleb kept her going. She clutched the herbs he had once bought from her, her only connection to him. After days of searching, Sophia stumbled across a wounded soldier who recognized her. "You're Caleb's woman, aren't you?" he asked. Sophia nodded, her heart racing. The soldier spoke of Caleb's bravery in battle, of how he had fought through impossible odds to save others. "He spoke of you often," the soldier added softly. "He loved you more than anything." Sophia's heart swelled with both pride and sorrow as she learned of Caleb's courage. She knew now that he was alive, somewhere. She couldn't stop searching. Days blurred together as she continued her journey, always on the lookout for a familiar face, a sign, anything that would bring her back to him. Weeks later, Sophia received a message from the village. Caleb had been found. He was wounded but alive. Her heart skipped a beat as she rushed back to the village, each step filled with hope and anticipation. She arrived to find Caleb, barely conscious but alive. As she held his hand, tears of relief fell. Caleb recovered in the village, but the war was still ongoing. Though his body was healing, the psychological wounds he carried were much deeper. Sophia stayed by his side, helping him through the nights when the nightmares came. They spoke little, but their love was a silent strength that bound them together. One night, as the village prepared for another assault, Caleb and Sophia sat together under the stars. He held her hand, knowing that he could never guarantee his survival, but he vowed to never give up on their love. "If I die," he said softly, "I will always find my way back to you." Sophia pressed her forehead against his, whispering, "I will wait, always."